Unacademy. Let's crack it.
Hi, I'm Sudha Murty, and welcome to this class, Unacademy class, Conversation from the Heart is my subject. I'm as excited as you are because basically I'm a teacher and I taught computer science to many students in university, but of late, for the last 15 years, I'm not teaching. Now, particularly in a COVID time, everybody looks so pessimistic. Oh, there is no end. We are getting bored. But I told no, that's really not true. In a way, if you look in a positive angle, this is a time where you can spend a lot of things on a lot of subjects, whatever you want to do. This is a time you can do. So I divided my lecture today into few chapters, and my whole topic is conversation from the heart, because I don't write the essays or write the lecture and I talk. I always do it from my heart, and that is my strength. And at times, people say, "How do you do?" I say, "No, it's by experience I will do." I came from a small town known as Hubli and a small community known as a Brahmin. It was unheard in those days. A girl from a Brahmin community will ever do engineering, which unthinkable. They said there is something wrong with the girl's brain. How can she ever do? It's a man's domain, and no day a girl will be successful in that. So there were so many doubts a girl doing that, and people did comment on me and more on my father particularly. They said, "This is a young girl, doesn't have any brain, and she wants to do engineering. Look at her old father. Can I not understand? A girl should never do engineering. It is never ever meant for them." And that is one of the reasons which made me, I must do it. First of all, I had a passion for that, to do engineering. It's applied science, and I always enjoyed applied science. And the best way of applied science is engineering. And I have to hear a lot from different people. Like, some people commented that nobody will marry in the community. Someone said she will definitely fail because it's never heard a girl doing a survey, mechanical work, filing, electrical work, foundry. How any girl can do? So she will fail and she will bring a bad name to all girls in Hubli city. It was a small town. But I decided, no, I will do this. And I also decided I will do it. I will work hard, my level best to achieve this. So I decided next 4 years when I'm in engineering college, I will not take a single day leave. I will not take. I will not ask notes to anybody. I will do all the notes myself. Then I will work so hard so that no time is left for any other thing other than my studies. And I should concentrate on all my energy only on studies, nothing else. To make up my mind very strong, though it was not needed, I said, until I finish my engineering college, I will not wear colored saris. I will not take warm water bath. I will not sleep on a bed. I will sleep on a mat. It was not needed, but I said, these are the way to control your mind. And I will attend all the class sincerely, make my own notes. And the first semester came. I stood first to the university. And I did not know I stood first to the university. In those days, there was no internet. There was nothing like this today, how you know. So my marks card was brought from the university by some boy and put it on the notice board. Suppose I would have failed, suppose I would have got less marks, imagine. In that case, how bad it would have been for a girl. Her marks card is kept in the public view. Fortunately, I got a first rank. And when I got a first rank, I really realized one thing, the power of a woman, the enormous patience and hardworking habit of a woman, which is part of her DNA. And many women do not use it. These 8 semesters or 4 years of my college work, hard work, gave me a kind of strength, a kind of confidence probably even today I carry. That is, never get scared what people talk. There is nothing like a man can do, a woman can do, but except in certain areas, like a woman can give birth to a child. A man cannot. Okay? There are some physical differences are there, but the In terms of the education, in terms of the research, in terms of the learning, there is no difference. It is your mind, and only your mind should decide and work for it. Staying in a college for 8 semesters or 4 years without a toilet, I'll walk from my house, come to college, then afternoon lunchtime I'll go home and use toilet, come back at 2 o'clock for the lab and go back at 5 o'clock. This made me to realize the importance of ladies' toilet than anything else. And later part of my life, when I started Infosys Foundation, I said, I know the importance for toilet than anyone else, and built 14,000 toilets because I know what it is to be. It is a great lesson I learned with my own experience. I said, fine, this should not happen to any girl. In our village, there was no current. And the only joy, only entertainment for us was books. Today, that is really not true. You have lots of channels of entertainment, but nothing like reading. Books are your never failing friends. And all the experiences what you have, you cannot have in one's life. I'll give an incident. When I was a little girl in our library, in village library, I read all the books. It was a small library. Then my grandfather told me, tell me when you grow up and if you have more money, what you will do? More money is very different, when you are young. I said, what is the meaning of more money? He said, if you have money, more than your need, I call more money. I said, okay, if I have that kind of money, then I will establish a library. And this I did when I grew up, and fortunately I got more money than what I need. In Karnataka alone, we have established 60,000 libraries. It is not a joke to make 60,000 libraries. I particularly have done with the government school, village to village, go there, sit there, talk with children, give them books what they like. And so many children come back and tell me, look, we have enjoyed books, we have enjoyed reading. Many times they say, parents come and say, the good books are a billion times better than interactive games, because children get hooked to the electronic media. So I want to tell all parents, in case they are here, or children who are listening to this lecture, make it a habit. 1 hour per day you must read. You may not like it initially if you are not used to reading, but in the long range, there is always a joy of reading. Normally people do ask me, tell me who is your role model, and I always say there's not a single person as a role model. Sometimes when I was young, I used to, my people who are with me, like my grandfather was a school teacher, was my role model. You have to read well, you should lead a disciplined life, you should not spend money unnecessarily, all those. And many times I got my inspiration are from my many books. For example, I was reading a book, the 10,000 Miles Without a Cloud. It's a journey of a Chinese girl from Shanghai to Kannauj in India, the same path which Huina Sangh has traveled. And how it changes her, how she writes. And I felt it, I would not have known so many things if I would not have read that book. And there are many books, which the book on science I read when I was very young, The Men Who Changed the World. Inventor's life, how hard it was for them to start in their startup companies, and how they achieve, like a Firestone, what you say today, or the sewing machine, what you can see, how they did, nursing, how they started. All those are very deep, in those ways, nobody imagined how to do that one. It gave me a lot of strength when we started Infosys, because it was like how to change the world kind of situation in a different way. You will have minimum money, but your goals are high, you have to work very hard, and you should not go on assuming that you will be successful, but you should work for it. And the kind of detachment and yet you have to work on that. That I got the knowledge from how to read, how to change the nation, or how to change the world. People say, do you write every day? When did you start writing? Is there any course? Did you take any course? And how you became successful in writing? As a student, I used to write. I wrote mostly more for the last 30-40 years I'm writing. I used to write in Kannada, which is my mother tongue. I'm a Kannada medium 10th class student. SSLC is Kannada medium. For me, writing is my expression of emotion. Maybe happiness, sadness, anything is my expression of my emotion, and I'm always happy. When my emotions come up to brink or up to this level, then I start writing. I write English on a computer, Kannada in a shorthand on a paper. I always told my students, I'm very happy if you do well in life. I'm more happy if you turn out to be a good human being and moderate success. Because a good human being will be a good citizen of the country, a good father, a good citizen, a good person to the society. To be good human being is very important. Learning new things in life always keeps you young at heart and young in thinking, and always learn. Learning makes you young every day. This is Sudha Murty, chairperson, Infosys Foundation, Bangalore.